Hi! So, I have had this idea for a couple of weeks now, and before I explain my idea, I want to do a little backstory real quick. The other day, a couple weeks ago, I was walking to the store, and when I walked to the store, I walked past like 3 schools, one daycare, another elementary school, and then some private school. I was walking past the elementary school, and I was about 20 feet away, and I heard these little boys yelling, and I was like, what the fuck? And there was like about 5 of them. They were probably 10 to 12 years old, and they were huddled around some corner. As I was getting closer, I finally saw what was in front of them, and it was this little girl. She was probably around 9 or 10, and she was sobbing her eyes out. It was so sad. They were calling her ugly, fat, lesbian, stupid, saying that her parents hate her, that nobody will ever love her, that nobody wants her here, that she should just go kill herself. And what made it even worse was the fact that about 5 feet away from this little group of little fuckers was a teacher who was just standing there. I know she heard because I heard from about 15 to 20 feet away. She was probably 5, maybe 6 feet away. And it wasn't like they were saying it softly. They were all yelling at once at this poor little girl who was sobbing in the corner. So what did I do? I walked my happy ass over to the principal's office, and I kind of went off. Some people might say that it was not my place to say anything. Others may say it was. Some may say I overreacted. I don't think so. I don't think I overreacted whatsoever. How is any kid going to feel comfortable to go to school if the adults who are supposed to be protecting them and watching after them are allowing these kids to be bullied and to just let them be attacked? And not only that, how are they going to feel good about themselves if someone doesn't step in and say that what is happening is wrong? Eventually, that little girl would start believing it. And if someone didn't step in and say something and say that was wrong, then she might very well think to herself one day, wow, nobody really does, they must be saying it, nobody's telling them that they're wrong, so I guess it must be true. Not the case. And to see a teacher just sitting there and saying that, it made me sick. And so I had to go say something. The principal was overwhelmed with my anger, and on top of that, the principal was angry as well, because who does that? Who just lets that kind of shit happen? It's ridiculous. I couldn't believe I saw it. Anyways, I have had my own experiences with bullying. I grew up in Newport Beach, California, amongst a bunch of rich bitches, and I most definitely wasn't from a family with money, not even kind of. And they would make fun of me for everything, my appearance, my family, whatever. If they could find it, they made fun of me for it. So I know how it feels to be constantly ridiculed or bullied or made to feel less than, and I know it's not a good feeling. I know how it feels to go home crying. I know how it feels to eat alone in the bathroom. I understand it. I know how it feels to just walk around at lunch trying to make yourself look like you're going somewhere or you're busy, but you really just don't have anyone to eat with. And so I know how that feels. And so my idea is this. I would like to make a video compilation. I want to get a group of people, different walks of life, different locations, different ethnicities, different experiences, different age groups, as many different kinds of people as I can get, to sit down in front of a camera, be it your phone, your laptop, your webcam, or a super nice digital camera, whatever it is, I don't really care. Sit down in front of the camera and just in, I don't know, 3 minutes or less. Yeah, 4 minutes or less, okay? 4 minutes or less, sit down in front of the camera and explain your experience with bullying, and maybe give some advice as to how you overcame it. What I want this video to do is be I really hope that someone may see it who is going through possibly what you went through, and probably feels really alone, as if no one would understand the experience that person is going through. No one will understand the bullying that person is having to endure. And we all know that it isn't just one person that this stuff happens to. There's hundreds of thousands of people out there who are being bullied for similar reasons, and none of them are okay. And I don't want people to feel alone. And I'm hoping that someone may see this and think, okay, this person gets what I'm saying. Like, this person understands what I'm going through because they went through something extremely similar. And this is what they did to overcome it. And this is how they walked away from the experience and from the ridicule and the hurt and the anger and all of that. I really want to get this put together by the end of the year. And what I really care about most is getting different people from different age groups, different walks of life, and all of that, because there are so many different bullying cases, and I want to be able to have every kind of experience in the video. Yeah. So, if you want to be involved, which I hope you do, or if you know anybody else that might want to be involved, please message me, and maybe we can set something up to where you can send me something, or if you're I'm in LA, if you're in LA as well, maybe we can meet up and, I can ask you a few questions and record you answering. Either way, if you want to be involved, please message me. If you could also share the video, this one, so that as many people as possible can see it and maybe be interested in being involved, that would be so helpful and so amazing. I would truly appreciate it. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to be proactive in something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, just didn't really ever get to it. And I feel like now is the time, and it's very important for me to do this, and all I want to do is help someone, even if it's just one person out there, not feel so alone. I just want everyone to just realize that it was just really sad. I felt bad for her, that little girl. Alright, I'm going to end this. Okay. So let me know if you want to be involved.